brought here by Saada in partnership with SIGA and CMF and NYS. Well, we are here to bring the Workbreakers training, and the artists are galore. I don't know if the camera can just pan behind themselves. The cameraman, please go around and show the audience how beautiful they look. Phalaborwa, are you here? Let me see if my people are awake. Joburg, are you here? So let's try again. Limpopo, are you here? That's more like it. So yeah, we are live as you can see. But now sitting next to me are my beautiful panelists, and we are going to talk about the industry of the cultural and creative arts right here in Limpopo. Limpopo, the arts are now improving. So I'm gonna go around and allow my panelists to introduce themselves and just briefly, in 1 minute, not 10 minutes. How many politicians? You are creators. How can we brief summary of who you are? A minute, all right? Just so that my audience that are watching online, they can also participate online and say, hey, Linda, I am here, and if you want to ask any questions, please do, because you are welcome to do so. So let's start with my brother over here. Wait, not Billy.
We don't have a talent for AKS Paula, so I'm back the second round.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lefty Mohalik, also known as Mr. Kitori. I'm an award-winning radio presenter.
Good day, everyone. My name is Michelle, and I'm a facilitator. Good afternoon once again. My name is Queen. I go by the name Queen the Empire. And thank you for following me on social media. I feel allowed. Connect World, and under it I also have a project where I call Media Queens, where I orientate artists and run workshops for them. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Loveness Mkansi. I'm the founder of Building Our Future Production and implementing partner of CMF. So yeah.
Let's come down. So today we are here to find out, my beautiful people. Television. You are on television. Can I have your attention, please? Thank you very much. So we are here to talk about the arts in Limpopo. And as SIGA, Saada, CMF, NYS, we've been traveling to all the 9 provinces just to hear around the artists the provinces abona ana arts So I want to start with you, Loveness, because I know that you are part and parcel of the CMF program. How do you see this program actually helping the artists in Limpopo?
What I can say, combination that I should do, like program CMF, the government international special artists, special youth. Nane kabantu bako abanantiro because baba khaba endle ba practice talent tabo umeshana baba khaba umesa buskoti bjabo kuba baya jonisa ke bana eskolweni laba khaba introduce arts in practically, not in theory, because mostly arts is also in theory. So our people baya khaba introduce arts in schools. So shibashkashufuna a lot kabana bakota discover their own talents. Shibashkashufuna ngofika skolo ma teacher bakota kuti ba arts in practical, not in theory, not in books. So what I can say is that you might kaifuna bakota kubeka shingo tafuleni because loko baba khaba jonisa baba kuma a stipend. That stipend xi va xi karhi xi va pfuna ku va kota ku na vo va veka xinkwa tafuleni kumbe va kota ku va yisa titalenta ta vo mahlweni because there's some of them here they already started their own business from the project. The stipend yi kote ku yi va pfuna ku va va na ti-businesses. Van'wani va kote ku yi va pfuna ku va endla ti-driver's license. So what I can say is the project is much beneficial.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. You know, we're always encouraged when we see our young people not taking the money and waste it on booze, waste it on clothes. And here they are, great example of what a creative is all about. You know, utilizing what you have and to make your life become meaningful. So, my brother, our sister here, she talks about unemployment, and we all know that the rate of artist unemployment in the country is very, very high.
Yes.
And I know that you are dealing with the issue. What are some of the challenges that you think are the biggest issue that is the main factor or the contribution towards the high rate of artist unemployment in South Africa? Or in Limpopo rather?
Well, to add on what she said, I'm also a product of CMF. As I speak right now, I'm the coordinator of the program. So I've seen a lot of changes ever since it came here. And I'm going to need you to repeat your question because I'm going too far with it. So it helped me since I've been in the CMF program since 2021, when it first started in Limpopo. So I managed to accumulate funds so that I can buy equipment and start my own business. As I'm speaking, I like to say I'm one of the first, but most of the people who know, they say that I'm actually the first person to manufacture sweets or candy in our town. So I managed to do that, and at the same time, I managed to accumulate other equipment so that I can employ or recruit other people who are interested in radio presenting. So as we speak right now, there are a couple of people who we are training because we've looked at that matter of unemployment. So we're busy fighting. I almost took other people's names, so fighting against unemployment. So yes, it's what we are doing basically. So can you please repeat your question? I forgot it.
My question is, what do you think are the contributing factors towards the high unemployment, especially in Limpopo? Because this is one issue that affects the whole entire South Africa, but I want you to speak particularly, about Limpopo because you're the resident here. I'm not too sure if you were born and bred here, but because you spend most of your time here, you understand the challenges. I think for us to just give a better perspective to someone who's watching online.
Yes, that one in fact is a very important question because we live it here. So I'm gonna say and put it in our words already. We are too far from things. So when you talk about theater, I don't remember myself being in any theater around here. So when you talk about cinema, yeah, it's just a cinema, but if you get there, you won't see any cinema. So when you talk about musicians, we can't even write an invoice. So we're just too far from things. So one of the topics that we talk about when I'm with Loveness, she once told me already, we need to bring that job back from wherever it is, we bring it here. So wherever things are happening, we are taking them and bring them to Phalaborwa. So I believe it's lack of knowledge, lack of information. That's what I can say.
But is it a good thing that you want to bring Joburg to Limpopo when you have the likes of Makatsi, you have the likes of, Tate Pedi, yeah, Mr. KG as well, Master KG, sorry. I mean, these people, they're actually taking Limpopo to the world.
Yes.
They didn't have to take the world to Limpopo.
Well, like I said I'm going to use our own words. We always look at it in a way where it happens to them. I never imagined myself sitting with this guy here now. So it's like an achievement right now. And I'm on TV. Woo!
Yeah.
I like to say shout out to my mom, my dad, and everyone who knows me. So it happens like that. We always picture it like it's for them, it's never for us. So that's why we say we are taking Joburg. Like when you say I'm from Joburg, we feel like we can kneel down for you. So we just want to take whatever that is happening there and bring it back home so that we can live it as well. Yes.
Wow. Now I understand what you mean. So if you're watching at home, please do join the conversation because it's so beautiful to understand that creatives, they can think for themselves, and it's not like people are very lazy. No, they are not. It's just that resources are limited, and where we are, if things are not happening, maybe because the government is depriving us, what can we do as artists? But I'm very, 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 very excited to see Phalaborwa creators thinking out of the box, and today we just made their day. But I want to speak to one of our facilitators here. You come from Limpopo, you have been educating creatives for quite some time. What do you think are skills that creatives are lacking?
Thank you very much. Since I met the creatives, I think they lack that confidence in them to say, I can do it. To be able to stand on themselves, not to depend on others for help. If they can be able to say that I can do it, and they are willing to do it, I think that will give them the last push, the last powerful push.
What do you think people, they still feel like, ish, Mina, I cannot do it. Yes. Yo, I wish I could do it, but then when the camera turns on me, I chicken. What do you think is the cause of that?
Well, I think it also depends on the background of our families, because most of the people in Limpopo, we are from disadvantaged backgrounds, and then we feel those who went to private schools, English medium schools, we think they are better than all of us. So we feel less confident because we cannot speak proper English, or we are not confident enough to stand in front of people. We are not able to stand out and shine like any other person. So we just feel less confident than the others.
Tabang, I was Paula. You know, Mama work hori, khona le khathelelo, especially ko batho ba tlang go mahaeng, hore a ke kgone go sekgowa, o itse ke iba wa papa, but English is so, my lord, twisted. You know, and you get to the auditions and everybody speaks masquerading. And it's such a big problem. You know, did you come across such, you know, when in your journey? And after being famous, how do you handle the pressure? Because I saw you walking in here and people were like, whoa, you know? But then do you think knowing English is necessary? Does it put pressure on you?
So just to be straight, this thing, we need to let go of this mentality that I come from a disadvantaged family. Let go of that. It's an old saying. So as if you are still stuck in that ideal, then you are still wasting your time. Right now, like I said, online. So if local agency or the online, it takes way now to take a serious journey, then we have to do research. Look, I mean, if I was not American. It was not American. I had to work hard. I had to believe in myself. And you must be aware that this person one until some are going to be painful, and some are going to be, they're going to bring joy, but some they're going to be very sour. So even if Phalaborwa, we don't have resources. So I just want to advise you currently. So if you know that the resources are not available, I urge you to go online and do research. That's the only resource we have. Understand? You will find websites, you will find numbers, you will find email addresses. If you don't understand how to draft an artistic CV, so there are videos that you can download. You just have to type how to draft an artistic CV. Say, each and every single thing, the headline, and the topic. So there's a thing called Chat GTP.
What? Chat?
GPT.
TED.
Chat.
Or
Chat.
chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
GPT, my dear.
GPT. Kwala mufati mo phone chat GTP.
GPT.
Oh, GPT.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes. Guys, Chat GPT is the latest version and it will help you in terms of drafting anything. And guys, anything. Don't use it for the love poem, sorry, not the poem, but for the love letter. No, use it for right things. Yes, help me, draft me a business proposal, draft me a saloon business plan. It will draft everything for you now. You don't have to go to the internet cafe. If you need a scanner, you have to download an app for like a scan. You download, you just scan documents. You won't spend anything. All you spend is data. So, nakwambela, guys. Nakwambela. So please take yourself serious. The only way for you to have access to resources in Joburg, you don't have to. Joburg must not come here. Understand? So the world must come here.
Yes.
Understand?
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. We always see people putting themselves under pressure because of social media. I mean, the likes of your Michali Damase, the likes of Bonam Mateba. When we see them on social media, on television, looking so blessed and glam, and we're thinking, oh my God, I want to be like her one day. And every day I buy data, and I spend so much time looking at that one person, or those two people, but then forgetting that that data can utilize myself. I just want us to tap into the dangers of social media, especially Queen, because I know that you are dealing with the mental illness of so many, female artists in particular. How do you think that social media affects our artists mentally?
Okay, thank you for the question. When it comes to social media, I literally take it like tiba, a knife, right? So a knife, how want a knife? What comes to your mind? I'm a facilitator. What comes to your mind? How want a knife? What comes to your mind? Somebody might use the knife to stab somebody, but somebody might use the knife to cut bread, right? Or to use it for cooking. Social media is exactly like that. When you decide to use it, you decide, okay, am I going to use it for the positive things or for the negative things? And we've seen people become influencers. When we were shooting, I told you earlier on that my child was shooting a showman's film, right? Here in Limpopo, actually. Libua home, to be precise. And they found somebody on social media. I don't know what's Maria, guys. Sharpune. Look at what Sharpune is doing. Producers and directors are looking for him. Because he decided to use the knife to cut the bread and not to stab people. So even that guy, the showman's film, they said, okay, we are coming to Limpopo, we are coming to Phalaborwa, to Libua home. Let's look for the people who are here. Where do we find them? We actually find them on social media. So use it as a platform that is going to expose your gift and your talent. And like Tabang said, not to let the complaint mentality. Yes, we all have sometimes I deal with the mental illnesses. You'd be very shocked of what we've been going through. I need to fail, guys. I need to fail. And it's not because it's not only the soul, but it's the spirit and it's the body responding to say, hey guys, it is possible for you. But also, like he mentioned, there are also hardships that artists go through on a daily basis. Not only we rejected but we rejected all auditions. And that's why I said, yes, COVID came and it came with all these things, the negatives, but also it came with an advantage. Remember I told you earlier on, now we no longer do the monologues for Parliament and you do a sound tape in the comfort of your own home. You compete with people in Eastern Cape, so use it to your advantage. And if they don't respond to you, the directors, after sending them something, post it on social media. Tag bomb production, tag security production, research all these production houses. How look at letting to skip some. Don't just look at small. Look at who are the directors there. Look at who, follow those people because those are the people who are going to hire you. And that's how I think you should use your social media?
Well, I'm gonna go back to the question again because we've seen some of the artists, honestly speaking, dying of mental illness. And mental illness, I understand that it can be caused by so many things, you know. And I really want to hear it from you. Uguti, what are actually those common things that can actually make someone to lose their mind literally? And yet we see this someone on television every day. We see the person in the malls and we're thinking, oh my God, I want to be like you. Not knowing what the person is going through. Could you please just maybe share those examples that really can make us
I love that question. I love that question because most of the time when you see us in the panel, you think we've made it. And I tell a lot of people who life is a cycle. You know, 1 minute you are on the panel and the next you are in the audition queue. The next you are unemployed. It's a cycle. And it's the same thing in the art space as well. So I told you also earlier on, if you are coming into the industry and you are seeking fame, then you're gonna have a problem. Here we want people who want to showcase their talent. They are good musicians. They want to offer music to the world. They are great dancers. They want to offer dancing to the world. They are great actors. They want to showcase their talent. Because you know what that does to you. Because I don't have a car. At 4 a.m. in Joburg. And once you start hearing about Joburg, you go, whoa. Because you're thinking of where and also and all those sorts of things. But I would stand in the line, not because I'm risking my life, but because passion was driving me to stand there. But when TV high 2, high 3 fella, suddenly, I know, so what do you think it's a pressure? I'm just wearing sandals. So what do you think Nike, Adidas, every day, iPhone, what? No. One step at a time, just like any other career. It's really unnecessary.
Yeah.
This is just a career.
Taran, I've never seen you wearing Nikes, bro. I've never. What are you croqueting? It's a Nike, man. Yeah, it's a Nike. Man, this guy, I've never seen him wearing like this funny sneakers that are nice and beautiful. I say funny because I just find it very appalling when someone is wearing very expensive Nike shoes, yet the person doesn't have a house, yet the person doesn't have a degree or the master's, yet the person doesn't even know how to project themselves in public. Yes, they appear on TV, but when I see such people appearing on TV, speaking the way they speak and wearing the way they are dressed up, somehow I question how they got there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're always chilled, bro. You're not this, hey man, money was saying, you know? Is that how you decided who you're gonna be? Or do you think, hey man, what's about it? Get into this thing with a lot of maturity and you understand.
So it was from go high. Understand? So how they raised you go how so one of the things the artists some of the artists they want to get into this industry just for fame because or like famous. So like she mentioned a lot, if you want to become famous in the industry and you're not gonna survive, you're gonna die very quickly. Die out, not die, literally die, but die out. So you won't be relevant. So you need to learn how to save. Guys, just because the actor skin some, it's still work. Let's not forget that. It's still work, there's a contract that I signed, and I have to report to work every day. So I have kids, I have family, I have responsibilities and things like that. So if I'm going to ruin myself, buy expensive things, buy things that I know that I can't afford. It's not like I can't go and buy, but I can't afford to maintain that life. Gucci, Becca Gucci, 14,000. Then for what? So just because I want to impress people who look like I, not what I'm born. Access scheme, some Gucci and all that, what and all that. Guys, it's unnecessary. You know your family, you know where you come from, the kind of way. So why don't you take that money and go back home and work in a magawela in Blaka, and after that, those are blessings. Those blessings when they come, they will double and triple. So that your parents, they are happy spiritually. So guys, don't get into this industry to be famous and just to wear label things.
Yeah. Beautiful. It's funny how I respect him so much. Earlier on I said, this guy, in the next 2 years, will be a billionaire. Already groggy, always chilled, but at least he's got 1 M in his account. Those that are running the Gucci, but in the Gucci, what? Give us that next judge in their bank accounts. Earlier on I came here and I was wearing the flip-flops because I forgot my shoes. I honestly forgot my shoes. And I went and bought shoes. I was with my other sister over there. And then she asked me, what shop do you want? You know? And I said, any shop. I bought a pep store, I bought a Kamensi, I bought a Mr. Price. And I said, well, I go pep store, I think you can't before because you tell a rough. What? Karamara Kamensi, it's not Mr. Price quality a day. So you need to go Mr. Price. And I'm wearing Mr. Price here. Are they nice? Don't I look nice? Yes, Didn't I, isn't it? And people who know me, ladies and gents, I don't care about the label. But I can tell you right now, I hang out with celebrities. And when I walk in the room, they feel me. Sometimes they're like, I know you somewhere, oh my God. But because I look good, they are thinking, they assume that they've seen me somewhere. So, qualities, it has got nothing to do with your personality. Just try and make sure you know how to prioritize. The things that you prioritize, they must be key than the things that are fading. Do you understand? So now, I want to come back to CMF and I want to give my audience a chance. I know the CMF project, to some of you guys, it's an opportunity. But to some of you, I want to hear, give opportunity, kapani challenge. So technical, I don't know how you're going to do it. So I'm going to allow them to ask questions. And then we're going to turn around and allow you to respond. Okay? But also, as you are speaking about, as you are talking about, sorry about that. So as you are talking about the program as CMF, I need you guys to also raise the challenges that you as artists are facing here in Phalaborwa. And I'm talking about if municipality is not supporting you, tell us. If I am here today and I come all the way from Johannesburg and I came for people who have been given such an incredible opportunity by someone who comes from Joburg, yet I have to address you in a church. Whereas you've got a center, an art center in Limpopo. Does it really make sense? No. It makes me to question a lot of things. Why again? Marihela department there, sports, arts, culture, and recreation, sports, arts, and culture. How did you do it? We are on camera. As artists, we need to speak up. And I was asking one of your colleagues, she mentioned a lot of factors. And she told me, or he told me rather, that we are afraid to speak up. Because then when you speak up, you become a target. She mentioned the other most important thing, that amongst yourselves here, when you're getting aema, abuelena, wena murwesi, wena wale wakitiba, waya mayor's office, oride getting uride yana kanyina. Question ke ipoza, ana uto succeed, ana uto benefita. Sesara untule muhutana. Marwata mai, olobla isa diegete, ka problem ho luena ya affect. So are we ready to talk? Because the only way to get help, whether from the government, whether from the president, whether from the minister, whether from the IDC, whether from the jobs fund, is by you speaking up. I don't stay here. They don't stay here, except the 2 people or 3 people here. But you are the most affected. You are the owners of your craft. You have to speak up. So can I see by the raise of hands, starting this side? Anyone who would like to say, this is what I think, now honestly as the artist, it's a more Phalaborwa right hoga. You don't have to speak any bad about anyone, but if you look at God is going to protect you. You've got nothing to be afraid of. Even those who threaten you, believe me, when you pray, when you go down on your knees, there is no one who will touch you. Any weapon formed against you, when you speak the truth, God knows how to protect you. So if you go over the artist, anyone this side? You will die with your silence. Rona, we're here to help. If you don't want to talk, then I'll move. Should I go this side? Going once, twice, thrice. No one wants to speak. So it means the arts, Mopulukwan, the perfect. Phalaborwa, the perfect. So why was I raising it off? What's happened? What needs to happen? I want to make a man who will have to me. What's happening? What's happening? Why can't you talk about what's happening? I know that the promise of the world. So, say something.
What I can say is that here in Phalaborwa, there are no developments at all. There are no developments at all. So here, as an artist, I don't think they even think about us, because they are even failing to maintain the roads. They are failing to maintain the schools. So what about us, the artists? There's nothing they can do with us. We have resources here. We have, I think, 2 mines, but they are not doing anything to us. We don't have community halls, hence we even came here to church. So if they are failing to give us, okay, for example, I can speak about our town. The road in our town is full of potholes. The town. What about the communities? There are no roads. There is nothing at all. So before since they are failing to fix that, there's no way they can come as to artists.
So, yeah, well, I can attest to that. There's too many potholes here. This place is so rich of potholes, more than the people in this place. To be honest with you. But I'm not here for potholes. I'm here for the arts. Let me hear this side for now. What is it that they have to say?
I have some questions and some solutions.
Shh. I like what she said. She is saying, I've got some questions and also I have some solutions. So can we hear her out? Solution. Yellow bone. Don't be beauty without praise. Be beautiful with praise and respect. I did say it before. Sure.
Here in Phalaborwa, I'm one of the people who have disability physical, where people who are deaf and mute, and I have never seen them participating on any artist episode or any artist anything. I don't know that us who have physical disability, I will take it now, or I will not able to think straight like the person who doesn't have disability. And do they have the way that they can communicate with the organization to join the art or artisan project? Mr. Tabang, you said that you have the platforms. I want to ask, for asking this time. In your platform, do you have a voice talk? Because there are people who can't hear but they can talk. There are people who have only legs but not hands, but they can't type. They can only do their voice talk. And for the industrial, Is it true that when I'm in the media, when I do a one-fold, they terminate my contract immediate effect? Is it true that people who are uneducated come in the industry? Like when people who have not gone to school at all because of the family situation, when the village is here, some they don't have IDs or best income. How can we introduce them to the industries? Can you come visit once or twice in Phalaborwa once a year? You can come and motivate other people who are industrial, because some they are uneducated, some they are shy, some they don't know how to talk.
My panelists, beautiful questions. So I hope that you are jotting down the questions, okay? So the first question, if I had, she was saying that Rona disability. And is it the right thing, honestly speaking? Let's be realistic, all right? And now the second question that I think I heard from you was that, Abuti Tabang, you said you've got programs. And in your programs, are you helping people like me? But when Rauka, Marotolo Hore, Arohonu Bua, Kabarhonobua, Marikamo Haruki. Kababa, Narima Zoho, Marhana Mas, King Haruna Mazoho, Marahonobua. So are you accommodating such people? And if I heard you, the third question was about,
is it true that if I make one mistake on the media, do they terminate the contract immediately?
yeah, so I think she's referring to, if let's say I've got a contract on Generations, and then I go on social media and I speak ill about somebody else, not necessarily about Generation. Do I really have to watch out what I say on social media? Will that really affect my contract? Which is very real. So I'm going to allow you guys to respond to that. And I think she also mentioned that if you have programs, wherever you're coming from, whether Joburg or Queenie, whether Eva from Johannesburg, please come once in a while. Advise us, have workshops with us, educate us as artists, because here, Awuti Ubilore, there's no development here, to be honest with you. So let me allow more questions so at least we are done, and when we come back, then we are good. Any more hands? I think I saw my brother over here. What do you have to say, my brother?
I wanted to answer
Faraswara more television.
AML.
Okay. My name is Adil Mako. I wanted to answer the question you asked. I wanted to answer the question you asked about the art department, something like that. And I wanted to answer that they don't care about art because I do art, I draw. And I can draw something like, you see that pitch? Yeah. I can bring it to life. But we never got something like competitions to compete. Yeah, amongst each other to see that if we understand. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we never got that opportunity as artists. So we just brought it home and said by 50 rand.
But the question is, do you go and ask at the municipality, can I have this workshop?
I never tried.
You see, that's where our problem is. We are quick to blame the government. Yet, what role are we playing? What role are we playing? You can't just blame the municipality or the workshop and not development, but yet you're not doing anything about it. Alright, you wanted to say something? MLL,
Oh, okay, I think at Phalaborwa we like equipment and a place whereby we can gather and everyone expose their talent. So we don't have equipment and no sponsors and no one is taking us on their heads.
So, panelists, they are saying more Harnadi resources. We're as many as we are. And I could say, we're as many as we are, but we don't know what to do. Should I rephrase it that way? Because I can answer you. I just give you an answer. You are saying, Harnadi resources. How are resources? But I'm saying, this room, this room is full of all of you. Can I all of you
1,484.
1,400 and something. The panelist over there, the one who's wearing a hat, he said, I utilized my stipend to buy equipment. And now I am training other people in my program. The program which I have actually bought the equipment, I want you to answer that question. What is it that you're doing? So 2 more last questions and I go back.
Okay. Other challenges still on Nigeria Phalaborwa each and every year Rally Marula Festival and Kia Phalaborwa. But the artists did Daukua, Asita in Phalaborwa. They are artists from outside, from Malanga, Jopeki, wherever, some of us are.
Why is that?
Whereas here in Phalaborwa, we do have DJs, artists, they are actually told. Even if I can pitch across the stadium, they only call few, maybe 2, and the time for performing is limited. You can get to about 2 minutes. Then I remember before lockdown, we lost someone who was she performed over 1 hour, 2 hours, but the artists from around local, they perform over 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then they are out. Even last year, the one around from Ashishman that side, very DJ, like the small boys, he was supposed to perform, I don't know, but he didn't even perform, but on the lineup, he was there. So he challenged the Lord.
Who's organizing the festival? So the people who are organizing that festival, it's Lefa Promotions. Okay? Give an organizer. Marula Festival. You organize your
Phalaborwa Municipality Department of Art and Culture.
Art and Culture. And the municipality Art and Culture. Hokingina, Halibuki that is Zagamo, and I can
The reason why the outside artists, we are interested in how
Okay, she wants to say something.
Festival. Ita, don't think about it. Ita, so tabe.
Beautiful. Okay. So I didn't hear a thing what she said. Then translate to me quickly. What did she say so that I can be able to communicate?
Even if if Frizo says you buy a bella or Abinga, I can pizza at the festival or at one performer, Tavelin or Kaikan, the Tokona, we are coming support.
All right. So the question that I'm posing back to you is that now that you realize that the festival is only accommodating outsiders and it's not really giving you guys enough time, what have you done to make sure that that issue is resolved? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching online, this is Eva Tiso and this is Creative Talk. Right here in Phalaborwa in Limpopo. And we are talking to our artists. They are venturing out, obviously expressing their issues, expressing how they feel. And you can see that, the issues of the arts and culture, or rather the cultural and creative arts sector, They are huge, they are big, they are everywhere, all the provinces wherever we go. Artists are crying, but hey, they've asked questions. Now it's about time that let's hear from our experts, our panel of experts. And as we round up this session, we also like to hear from you. Please say something. Maybe give us solutions. Maybe things are better in your province, and we don't know. Hey, so we are here to help one another. So let's go back to the panel. So you heard the questions. People have spoken, and I would like to start with the lady living with disability. You've heard the questions because majority of them were posed to you, and I think also Queen, you can also jump in there. We are about to round up the session. Please let's pay attention so we can be able to answer to those questions. Thank you.
All right. That's fine. Ceci, okay. So, question you wanted to know about disabilities in the industry. So let me be honest. People who are in the disability, they do get the opportunity. They do. And I don't wanna lie to you. So the governments they put them forward, including the production companies. So just because you have like disabilities, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to become a main character. Understand? Whether you are disabled or not, you will still get the character. If the character wants you, they will take you regardless. So remove that mentality that just because I'm disabled, I can't hear, I can't do things, so now they won't take me serious. No, there's no such. They prefer people who, especially who don't get opportunities to get them. So, but now, do not put your disability in front. So you still need to learn. Remember that your brain is still working, right? So you still need to learn, you still use that data, do research, do everything, understand how to read your scripts. If you want to be a writer, you need to be self-taught and watch videos. Just learn. And don't rely on the fact that the government is not taking us serious because I'm disabled. No. Yeah.
So she also mentioned that if I've got a contract from Generations or Skip Sub, and then I go and say something negative about Usis Queen, will that jeopardize my contract?
Yes. You must watch what you say, what you type, got the social media. Nah? So your social media, she mentioned that your social media is your knife. So you must be very careful what you type and what you say. Avoid posting things that are unnecessary because kuna one about it, just screenshot. Look at the screenshot, your name and details are there, you are gone. Understand? So respect, because your social media profile is your CV, it's your lifestyle CV. So we get to judge how you live. So now the CEO, not the CTO, not the HR, look over here right now. They go through your profile, they look at your lifestyle, what you post, it will tell you who you are. So when you come to the office, you are going to lie because you just want to impress me. But already I've seen the videos, the naked videos, twerking. Guys, twerking is okay, but it depends on the level of where you live in life. Understand? You can't want to own a company and yet you're still there wearing the barbershop twerking, go to tavern. So see, the fact that Frizo and I event at tavern, no, tavern is not the only place where you can do the events. Understand? So it still goes back to that fact where now we are killing ourselves. We say, hey, the tavern at the right, but we still go back there and I attack the crate. So we need to look at such things, man.
Also of loveness. But like the resource more about the gray.